guys, gals and non-binary pals, it's Akira here, and today we're going to be going over my process of making this Totoro enamel pin design. As you may already know, I adore enamel pins, and I adore making them too. When I started making the design of this pin, I sketched out some references from the official movie to get a feel for what it's like to draw Totoro. When I finished doing that, I drew a side profile view of Totoro's face, as I wanted him to be looking down at some ducklings as he protects them from the rain with his umbrella. I like doing sketches. I made a test colour example so that I would have something to colour pick in Inkscape rather than just guess the colours. I'm familiar with drawing in Vector as I used to use Illustrator. However, Inkscape did have a learning curve for me. In Illustrator, I would hit the Escape button to release a line. However, in Inkscape, I use the Enter key. I actually prefer the Enter key as it doesn't double as an escape.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing? What the dog doing? What the dog doing?
The line effects were straightforward, but did crash the program a lot. It must have been a temporary issue though, as the next day when I continued the line art, it didn't crash anymore. When colouring in Totoro, I tried to use the paint bucket tool, but unfortunately, just like in Illustrator, it won't guesstimate the fill. You need the lines to be fully solid and touching. So I did what I used to do in Illustrator anyway. I made shapes behind the line art on a different layer and filled them in. You can't tell the difference with the final result, so it's all good. I decided to use a grain filter effect for the dark blue background, as I want to give the effect of it raining without overloading the pin with too much detail. In the enamel pin reference sheet, I made it clear in the title that it is hard enamel, has glitter, and has black plating with the ink being black. I made sure to make a back stamp for the design, and to show where I would like the clutches placed with 2 red circles. I also put in a colour reference area that is labelled Pantone colours. Pantone colours are specific colours used for enamel. I currently don't have these specific colours, but plan to look for a match so that I can place the hex codes next to the boxes. As for what got me into making this design, because I like making pins so much, I wanted to see if I could try another type of Kickstarter later down the road. It's a good way of making supply if it has demand. I watched a video about how to make enamel pin Kickstarters by Mulcana. I apologise if I've mispronounced her name. And also watched backer kit tutorials as well, as I've heard that it's the place to be at the moment for Kickstarters. In her video, she said you're better off choosing a fandom that you enjoy or a theme that people can connect with before doing an original character pin. So I decided to go with Studio Ghibli, as their movies have been a rather big inspiration to me. I'll be making 12 different designs and posting a backer kit for it next year at some point. I'm very excited about this project and will be making speed paints every week if possible, along with any necessary updates. Of course, I'll be doing more than just that, as I have many ideas and projects that I'm currently working on. But I just wanted to explain the down low on this so that people know what's going on. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias or support me, all of my links are in my Linktree in this video's description. Also, if you like this video, consider hitting like and subscribing to my channel. I often make speed paints and sometimes art-related commentaries. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.